That should be fine. Hey, what's going on, man? Oh yeah, that's right. You had like 2 days off or something. Oh yeah, okay. This should be a pretty good shot. I'm gonna film this in vertical. Yeah, I think I'm gonna film a lot of this in vertical. You can't even see me right now. I'm inside. Anyway, what's going on? What's good? What's good, Jose? How you doing? Okay, so I got this on my chest right now. Basically what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna have this kind of record live while I'm recording the video about how to modify this e-bike. The only con right here is that because I'm not doing it at my storage unit, I don't have as much space, you know? Well, I appreciate all the comments anyway. Let me see if I can get this All right. I think right there should be good. Trying to get a nice angle on this camera. I'm gonna do some vertical camera footage because I'm gonna try and upload this into like YouTube short format, because I think that's kind of just where some of the success is. But then again, whatever. So I'll probably make 2 videos as well, a vertical and a horizontal. Nice, nice. All right, so here we are with here's the G100 Pro, and that is the G52 right there. I'm going to be talking about how to modify these bikes to add more range by adding more batteries. As you can see on this one, the battery typically comes stock up front, but I moved it to the back because I needed to make room for putting a battery right here. Now on this one, you can't even see, but there's the top battery right here that comes stock with it. But on the underside, I have another battery rail, so I can actually put a second battery under here. And if I really want to, I can take this off and I can put a third battery rail on there and just send the wire down. Now, in order to get any of this really started, you're going to need to take off this seat. So it does come with a tool, typically. The bikes will, although I don't really like using them just because they take forever. Oh yeah, my fucking back bolts are completely broken, so that's on me. But here, let me take my camera off real quick. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing. So right under here, there are a couple bolts that you can see, and you're going to be trying to take off this bolt and this bolt, right? And if we come back over here, you'll see that there's 4 bolts back here, and for the seat to come off, you need to take off these 2 front-facing bolts. These are for this extended rail, right? So there's 2 bolts here and 2 bolts here, and then the seat will come off. So let's go ahead and get that done. Which this is gonna take forever because, yeah, it's by hand, so. Also, I don't know why I'm wearing pants right now. I need to be wearing shorts. Anyway. You're the only YouTuber that makes my day. You're so nonchalant. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm not really a big old channel or anything. I'm just some dude. Kind of reminds me of I don't know, do some of y'all remember back in the day, like Jenna Marbles and Niga Higa? Those, you know, those YouTubers from like 2007. I feel like the reason they got big is because back then there wasn't a lot of people online showing like just genuine personality stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then nowadays you have people like Mr. Beast, right? Obviously, I'm not going to compete with Mr. Beast, you know? He's making like literal Squid Games content, right? But I don't know. I think that there is an appeal factor that some people have about just seeing somebody just genuine, you know? Like, I'm not trying to be fake, or I'm not really trying to like sway anybody any certain way. I'm just trying to show shit that I like. Anyway, yeah, this bolt, dude, it just, man. It's like this one bolt is also getting rusted for some reason, and I don't know why. What's going on, Shaquille? I am actually making a video right now discussing some of the modifications that I've made to my bikes, because I'm just starting to get a lot of comments asking me to make a video, because I'll respond to a lot of comments about how to upgrade the batteries, or you know, stuff like that, and people are just asking me to make video content to show, like physically show how to do some of this stuff. So I'm just trying to, you know, make a video showing exactly how to change these batteries, or extend them, or add more and stuff like that. So I'm recording a live stream of me doing this, and then on my chest I have a vertical GoPro, like just a vertical action camera. So I'm gonna make more videos later that are better quality, and I'll edit everything right here together. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if y'all have any questions, let me know. Definitely don't mind. Let's see, and most people buy cheap mic to scream at people nowadays, and it's loud. That is funny, yeah. Dude, I remember having my old Xbox 360 microphone back in the day. That little thing, I just plug it into the controller, and it was like the one little dongle that went over my ear. Oh man. There we go. Okay. So, like I just said, we took 2 bolts off of here, and we would take the 2 bolts off of the back, but unfortunately, I don't know why, they actually broke. So I'm going to lift this up right here, and you will see the bolt that broke, right? I don't know why. So it makes no difference if I take this on or off. So once you get those 2 bolts taken off, remember, just don't lose your nuts, okay? Don't lose your nuts. Put them off to the side, keep them safe. You're going to want to take this seat off, okay? And that will expose all the goodies, okay? Now, one of the things that I did have to do to make this work is, now I added a dual battery discharger to this before I even added on a third battery. Sorry, I'm just looking at all the connections this has because I'm interested in possibly changing out the controller in the future. So I'm just kind of seeing what all it has. I heard somewhere that green wire is the speed limiter cable, and if I cut that wire, it'll let me go up to 60 or 70, but I'm not that stupid. If I cut that wire, I'm like 99% certain that I'm gonna brick my bike. Wait, what, Savage? What? Hold on. What? I want to see you gag nicely. Man, I take that as a compliment. I appreciate you, bro. Anyway, Extreme says, bro, I'm building my pit bike from benzene to 72 volt, 3 kilowatt. And that'd be about the same specs of this. Are you going to be doing like a mid-drive build? Because this is a rear hub motor. Bro, Savage, what the hell did you mean by that? That's fucking hilarious. You can see me gag nicely. I don't swing that way, but I take compliments. It's okay. I got no issue. It's all good. Oh, man. Anyway, so what we have right here is the naked bike. We have the seat taken off, and what you're looking at is there's definitely some modifications that have happened here. What this is, this sexy, sexy device is an 80 amp, which is the minimum of what you would want for a bike like this. 72 volts divided by, or 6,000 watts, which is what this motor goes up to, divided by 72 volts is going to be at like right around 80, okay? So you are trying to meet or exceed the amperage rating. In fact, I think I might be 1 or 2 amps below what I really need. But so far I have had no issue. None of these cables look burnt. Everything looks perfect. But this device right here, if you can see it, is the double battery pack balance discharger. 20 through 72 volts is what it can handle at a max of 80 amps. So this works perfect for us. Let's see. Mid with chain says, what are you building / upgrading? I'm making a video right now because I've had a lot of people comment and ask exactly how I'm modifying my bikes. So I've already modified these. Yeah, I've already modified these with extra batteries and with dual battery dischargers. So it allows me to completely reduce battery sag, get a little bit more out of my batteries, which gives me a little bit more torque, which allows me to maintain higher speeds and everything like that. So that is what I've done to the bike. So yes, this right here is what we're looking at. It's the switch to the bike. Typically what would happen is when it comes stock on this side, it has 3 modes for the switch. It has 1, 0, and 2, basically. So 1 would go to this top battery, 2 would go to the bottom battery, and the middle mode would just be completely off. So it's just dead. Now, what I did is I unplugged the battery from slot 1, and I unplugged the battery from slot 2, and I plugged both of those batteries into this dual battery discharger right here, okay? They all use XT90 adapter cables, so everything on this uses that XT90 connector. It's just all plug and play. So literally just plugged both of those batteries right into this discharger, and then 1 cable comes out of the discharger, and that 1 cable goes into either side of that switch. Now the switch goes from, you know, each side has 1 battery to 1 side has no batteries and the other side has both batteries. Now what this does is, like I said, it allows you to get more power by more efficiently pulling juice from both batteries at the same time, as opposed to like running 1 battery all the way down to 20%, and then it doesn't really perform well, and then you switch over to your other one, and then technically you're wasting 40% of your battery. You know what I'm saying? But with this, you can efficiently pull that juice from both batteries all the way down to a much lower degree. I've actually never encountered battery sag again after using this dual battery discharger. And that tells me that I can actually run these batteries all the way down to empty, still getting really, really good torque. But again, you don't want to run your batteries all the way down to empty because that is kind of bad. Extreme says, did you learn wheelie? I haven't learned how to do a wheelie yet. I got a lot of stuff going on. Like, I'm working, there's fucking just life happening, making videos. But yes, eventually I'm going to try to learn how to do a wheelie. I'll get there. Anyway, so that is how you get the dual battery discharger installed on this bike. Now, like I said, once you get the dual battery discharger installed, you have 2 batteries on one side of the switch and no batteries on the other side of the switch, which literally means that this cable right here, okay, this cable right here would be empty. It would be empty, but I've already added a 3rd battery to this bike. So here's the stock battery number 1. Here's stock battery number 2. Obviously the battery isn't there, it's just the rail. And then here is stock battery number 3. I'm gonna go ahead and take my camera off just so you can see. So again, stock battery 1, stock battery 2, and then under here, stock battery 3. There's a 3rd rail under the top rail, okay? What's going on? Blank says, hey bro, I'm upgrading my high keep 48 volt. I grabbed 2 Chinese 48 volt 20 amp box batteries, and I built a backtrack with side saddle mounts for the 2 batteries. That sounds cool. I'm really worried about your batteries moving around and slapping stuff. But I might be misunderstanding that. Maybe I misunderstood. By the way, thank you very much for the likes. I do appreciate it. If you want to drop a like, it really helps me grow. I'm just trying to go ahead and provide good content for like electric bikes and just push positivity out to the community. Anyway, yeah, dude, if you're rocking around with like 2 extra batteries on like a saddlebag, I'm sure you might be able to get the power from that, but that scares the crap out of me that they're just kind of riding around loose in a saddle bag like that. But again, I might be misunderstanding you. All right. So that is how you would get all 3 batteries installed on this. Like I said, dual battery discharger, 2 batteries go into one side of the plug. Go ahead and grab your 3rd battery. It should come with a rail bolted onto the frame somewhere. And then that is going to allow you to run this cable right here into the hole. There's a hole in there, in that little control box. And then you can just plug that cable right into this. Now, one of the issues that you might run into, and this is just a might, is that the new battery that you get might come with an XT60 connector instead of an XT90 connector. The way that you are going to fix this is very simple. Before you buy the battery, just go online and purchase a bundle of XT60, XT90 adapters, connectors. Here, I'm going to show you right quick. I actually have a bundle of them. So right here, just like this, this is the type of stuff that you're going to want to buy, and it's very, very cheap, okay? And if you notice, all of this stuff is plug and play. You don't need to do any splicing. You don't need to cut any wires. All of this stuff is very, very, very plug and play. So here, I'm going to go ahead and show the live stream right quick. This is how simple it is to connect batteries, right, to your bike. Yeah, dude. Let me see. So I built the drop bracket with the angle. Rigid frame. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't want them to be flopping around. Okay, so for example, if you get a new battery and it's like, oh shit, hey, it comes with an XT60 connector, and you're like, oh my goodness, my bike is a 72 volt and it has, you know, XT90 connectors, right? You're gonna be like, oh my goodness, what do I do? You buy these things. You buy these things. Like, these are the connectors that are going to come on your bikes, right? All of your batteries, your 36 volt, 48 volt, 52 volt, 60 volt, 72 volt bikes, they have these connectors, man. That's what I've discovered. They have these connectors, and you can easily just go purchase adapters online to make sure that everything can fit. So this new battery that I got, for example, it's a 72 volt battery, and it's about 15-20 amp hours, not the biggest battery, but it's just an additional battery that we're adding on. It's power that we did not have before, but it came with an XT60 connector. If you look right here, you might be able to see right there is the XT60 connector. And so that XT60 isn't going to fit into what this is, you know, which is an XT90, right? So all you do is you literally just purchase these adapters, like this right here. This right here is an adapter, right? This is what I used to convert the XT60 plug to an XT90 plug, and that is as easy as it needs to be. It's Legos. Legos, my friend. You know, what you do need to be conscious of, however, right? Now, obviously, you're working with electricity, and if you've ever heard anywhere online, you're safest with electricity when you either know nothing about it or you know everything about it, and you're most likely to hurt yourself or die with electricity when you know just a little bit about it. I know just a little bit about it, and that's not safe. So be very, very careful. Never operate your batteries with or never operate on your bikes with the batteries plugged in, turned on. That's why I'm making this video with everything disconnected, right? There's no power running through here, so there's nothing that's actually gonna harm me. At least I hope so. I know like microwaves can actually kill people with the transformers they have in them, with the power that they keep, and it discharges rapidly. I know there's been a lot of like YouTubers that have actually harmed themselves, you know? Yeah, dude, great info. Nothing worse than waiting a few days for a ding connector. Exactly. Yeah, it is. That is 100%. Man, and I just love how all of these go together so well. All right. So, one more thing that I want to discuss about modifying this G100 Pro, and that would be that when you get this dual battery discharger in there, you're going to have to put your seat back on, okay? And you are going to run into an issue. The issue that you're going to run into is that your seat has these wedges in it, right? You know, it's hollow, but it's not completely hollow. It has these very hard plastic skeletonized ridges on the inside of the seat, okay? Now, the way that you're going to fix this, right, because you're not going to actually be able to just set the bike down or set the seat back down on top of it. It's gonna be like that, right? What you need to do is, as much as it sucks to say, I was able to do this easily because I had a skill saw. And you basically need to cut into the plastic wedges right here. And you need to see, look how big the dual battery discharger is. It's about 3 inches wide by 2 inches wide. So you need to make sure that you have just enough space under your little seat that you can cut out of that little skeletonized ridge, like ridging, so that whenever it goes back on, it'll just sit and fit right over that dual battery connector. You know what I'm saying? Just like that, right? And then we got to bolt it in. Now, unfortunately, my back 2 bolts broke, and that's really, really killing me. I really, really hate that because I don't really know how to. Yeah, I don't know, man. Because, you know, this is just plastic. It's not like this is the absolute highest quality stuff in the world. It's a plastic seat. Yeah. But it is plug and play. Once you get all of that hooked up, like I said, you basically have whatever battery you plugged into one side on that one side of the switch, and then you have your other batteries on the other side. You can upgrade this to a 4 battery bike if you want. I mean, as long as you keep getting dual battery dischargers, you can continue adding on more batteries. You know, if I add on a 4th battery to this bike, which I probably am going to do, either that or just make sure my 3rd battery is decently, is just large enough. Yeah, you can just add another discharger right here, cut out a little bit more under your seat, get it placed back on. You'll be just fine. All right, And just like that, I mean, you're really just going to put the bolts back under the seat, get it clamped back down. I mean, that's how easy it is to get this installed. I mean, even if you want to go ahead and talk a little bit more about this rail, right? How did I get a third battery rail mounted on here? Well, let me just go ahead and show you real quick. So the device is just overheating. All right, so over here, you'll see that there are a couple bolts like right here and right here. So there are pre-drilled screws in this frame. They've already kind of thought about placement for these. So just how there's pre-drilled screws right here, or pre-drilled holes right there, there's pre-drilled holes in this frame on top. So this top one, you can just put a couple bolts in it, and there's like 4, 5, 6 holes on here that you can use. So you use a few of those holes to bolt the top one in, and you use a few of those holes to bolt that bottom one in. And there you go, you have your third battery slot. Now the reason why I have this one switched over here is because when I put that battery right here, I can't physically fit the bottom battery in. They actually touch each other, they hit. So what I did is I left the one right here, and then I moved this to the back. And I actually think it looks a bit better, but regardless, it now fits. All I did was I literally took the diameter of the screws, I drilled 2 holes into this frame, and the screws made their own threading into that hole, and everything holds perfectly fine. It's as easy as that. Damn, bro, my device is overheating like crazy. Oh, sorry, hold on. I don't think I saw your stuff. Oh, yes, no, I do appreciate it. Thank you very much for that subscription. Yeah, dude. Whew. My fucking action camera is overheating like crazy. Literally gonna set my fucking action camera in the freezer for like 30 seconds. I don't like how that overheats, man. Everything's just overheating nowadays. Like the weather isn't even getting cool enough at night for things to cool down and recover, so that when it does get hot the next day, like, oh my goodness, man. Ooh. Yes, it is the G100 Pro. What's going on, Habibski? Habibski, I like that name. I was just making a video talking about how I modified the bike, how I added on extra batteries, dual battery discharger, stuff like that. And now I'm gonna get the seat bolted back on. But I should have some decent videos uploaded later. Not of live, but I went ahead and recorded vertical footage on my chest. Try and get a good video of how to actually modify this. Said, thank you, bro. Doing well. Thanks. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing okay. Glad to hear it. I'm planning on getting the same bike, and watching your vids has sold me on it. Oh, well, hey, I appreciate that. That's nice to hear. That is nice to hear. Apparently I've gotten a few people to purchase this bike. And I mean, like, I don't really see a whole lot of people making content online about the Happy Run bikes. Like, I see a lot of people making content about, like, the Surons and the Tudios and, like, the E-Rides. But all of that stuff is like $6,000, dude. This is a $2,000 bike that goes just as fast. Well, not just as fast. Some of those things go like 60, 70 miles an hour. This goes 50 miles an hour still. 50 miles an hour. I don't need a whole lot more speed than that. Like, I mean, I know that there are daredevils out there and stuff that are like, yeah, I want to go 110. The videos that I've seen online, like, dude, I grew up with unrestricted internet access, man. And the videos that I've seen online of bikers getting turned into marinara sauce on a highway because they fell off their bike going 120 miles an hour. No. No, thank you. I will never forget that one video that I saw where this dude was on some sports bike. He was going like 170 or 180, right? And he was on one of those long roads in the desert where it's just straight forever, right? And he was going to pass a semi truck that was in front of him. And again, this dude's going like 170 miles an hour or some shit on a bike. And he just goes to pass that trucker. And as he passes the trucker, the engine on the truck, like, and I've driven those big trucks before, they release some air, right? There's a bit of like, they have air compression in their ride and their brakes and a lot of that stuff. And sometimes the trucks will do a thing where it releases some of that high compressed air. And he drives by that truck and the engine like does its like kind of thing where it releases like a squirt of like compressed air. It was like off the side of the engine bay or some shit like that. And it might have been the dude like braking on accident or something because he saw the biker. But the truck, the 18-wheeler, made like this hissing sound and a little bit of gas kind of spurted from the engine as the biker was riding by him. And it caused him to wobble on his bike going like 160, 170 miles an hour. And he was wearing a GoPro. Like the biker was wearing a GoPro on his helmet as he was doing all of this. So you could see the whole video on Live Leak. And the guy, he wobbles like this, and then he hits the ground. He slaps the ground going so fucking fast. He slaps it, and then you see him like roll real quick, and you literally see his head goes like this, and you see his other arm slap the concrete, and then his arm tears off. His arm literally, like, he slaps the fucking concrete, and you see his arm fly off into the distance. And then because he's like because he hit the concrete going 160 miles an hour, he's literally like fucking spinning. And you see his action, like, because he's wearing the GoPro the whole time. So for the first like 3 seconds he hits the concrete, you see a couple of his body parts just like fling, fling, fling. You know what I'm saying? And then it cuts to the footage of the police officers arriving to the scene, and this was on Live Leak back like 10 years ago. This is on Live Leak, so I don't think you can find this video anymore. But it cuts from the video of the GoPro footage of the biker dying to the police showing up and recording the whole stretch of highway for like a quarter mile. and it was just like somebody took ground beef and just like scattered it all over the highway for a quarter mile. And that was like, bro, I don't know, man. Like, some of these bikers that go so fast, that's just so freaky to me. Yeah, dude. And like seeing that, you know, I think when I saw it, I wasn't too young. I was like, I think I was maybe 15 or so. So I wasn't like too young, but it was still young enough to where like that shit, and you're just like, whoa. Actually, now that I think about it, if it was 10 years ago, that means I was 20, dude. God, man, I'm getting old, bro. I'm getting old. I think I had somebody comment on a video the other day. They were like, that bald spot's only gonna get worse. Oh, man. Hey, it is what it is. I'm only human. What am I gonna do? Unk just realized, bruh, nah, you're gonna hit me Unk status, man. Unk status for real, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Nah, bro. Nah. No. No. I'm 19 years old. No, I still feel young. No. Dude, they're gonna ship me off to war. Are you kidding me? They're gonna be like, hey, look at this athletic young man that doesn't have any history of criminal record or medical conditions, and he has a bunch of firearms. They're gonna be like, all right, we need him. Fucking up. Let's see, but I tried ordering the G100 Pro. My credit card got declined because the bank said it was a third-party website and locked my card. So I'm waiting for a virtual one, so I'm going to have to order again. Yeah, I know the Happy Run website is legit. I've ordered, yeah, this is the bike that I ordered through the Happy Run website. I've also ordered I ordered a battery through them as well. Now here's the mixed review. Now, I'm not saying that they didn't deliver. They delivered me my battery, but the issue is that, okay, now hold on. I don't want to shit talk Happy Run, okay? They are a legit company. They do make legit bikes, and I will say that their customer service has been decent, okay? You got to remember that they are on the other side of the world. So if you're messaging Happy Run's customer support, do not expect an immediate response, right? Like, you're going to get your responses from Happy Run literally at like 2, 3, 4 a.m. But they do always respond to you. That is one thing that I have liked about Happy Run. Happy Run has always responded to me. Whether I'm contacting them on their website or through email, they've always responded. Even if it's taken them 12 hours or 24 hours, they always respond. The issue is that, again, they are on the other side of the world. Yeah. Now, you said, typically, how long does it take to deliver? I'm from Virginia. The bike actually doesn't take long at all to deliver. I think it literally took 1 week, maybe something like that. Like, it was not long, really. I expected the bike to take several weeks to get to me, and I think it took like maybe 1 week. It was like 6, 7, 8 days, something like that. All right, so I got that nice and done. I still, oh wait, hold on. I threw my fucking GoPro in the freezer. Hold the fuck up. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. Hey. All right. Let's see. Last question, and I'm gonna head out. How long do both batteries last if you are at a consistent 40 plus miles or even 30? So it depends on if you're going to get that dual battery discharger or not. If you don't get that dual battery discharger, you're going to experience battery sag, and you're probably going to get like maybe. So here, hold on. If you cap yourself in fourth gear, right? There's 5 gears to this bike. I call them gears. They're pedal assists, whatever, right? Same thing. I don't care. Fourth gear, right? Not Luffy One Piece fourth gear, but like just fourth gear. Maxes out at about 32, 33. Hold on. Hold on one second. Let me answer this real quick. Yeah, if you're going at about 32 miles an hour and you cap yourself out in fourth gear, right, you will get, I want to say you'll probably get about 15 miles per battery if you're not using the dual battery discharger. That is stock if you're not doing anything to it, which is kind of bad, right? So you're only getting, I mean, no, you're probably getting like maybe 20 miles per battery if you're capping yourself at 30 or so. And then you're probably getting closer to 10 to 15 per battery if you go into that fifth gear. But you will start to see battery sag really bad on both of those batteries. But if you add the discharger to it, right? If you add that dual battery discharger and you combine both batteries into one big 33 amp hour battery, because you have the 18 amp hour on top and the 15 amp hour on bottom. If you combine them into a 33 amp hour using the dual battery discharger, it will more efficiently pull juice from both batteries. And you will actually get, instead of 15 miles per battery, you will get 20 miles per battery of like good riding. As in, for example, the test that I did the other day was, let's see, I think there was a video that I put out when I first got the bike. When I very first got the bike, I was able to get 56 miles of range on both of the batteries, unmodified, right? But that was me kind of feathering things, right? And kind of taking it easy between 25, 35, maybe miles an hour. No, it is, and I'm making a lot of content right now talking about the dual battery stuff, and I'm actually gonna, that's what I was doing in the live stream, was I was making a better video, better recording to explain exactly how to do the dual battery discharger thing. So I'm gonna upload that video later that'll talk better about it. Yes, so I hope that answers your question kind of. If you get the bike stock, maybe 15 miles per battery. If you add the double battery discharger to it, you will up that to about 20 miles of good like chugging on it per battery. Like not just 20 miles an hour. That's like you can pull the throttle for 40 miles, you know, and have really good fun on a dual battery discharger. And then you have a room to add on a third battery, and then depending on how big your third battery is, you'll add even more range to it, right? So I mean, I want to say that the range on this bike with just the 2 stock batteries, you're probably looking at somewhere between 30 and 80 miles, right? Depending on how hard you really ride that thing. That's what I want to say. Between 30 and 80 miles. That is the good range on that bike. depending on, like, if you add that dual battery discharger to it, and depending on how hard you ride it. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I think I just answered that too. But yeah, no, the dual battery discharger. I would show you again, but it's under the seat, and I just clamped the seat back down. But I am about to go and I'm about to make a second video doing the exact same thing on the G52. So I got to do that now. Anyway. Oh, sorry, hold on, let me look. Thank you very much, Habibski. You have a great day. I appreciate you very much as well. Let's see, Jose, you said, name an item / object. I'll match it with my skin closest to that word. Turtle cat? Turtle cat? I don't even, is that a word? That's 2 words in one. You're cheating, Habibski. All right, you know what? Tennis ball. Tennis ball. I don't know what you're going to find to match a tennis ball to your skin. When I think of tennis ball, I think of like neon yellow or something. Let's see, what's up, Skating Snow 420? Hey, I like that name. What bike are we looking at? Well, there's a couple bikes right here. This one right here is the G100 Pro. I just did, I was just making a video on how to modify it. I'm about to go ahead and make a video on the G52 right behind it. But yeah, this one is the G100 Pro by Happy Run. It's a 6,000 watt e-bike, goes 50 miles an hour. Got 170 Newton meters of torque, so it can wheelie. Yeah, it's fun. Eight ball and 1 ball. Choose one I'll use. Jose, I'm so confused, bro. What's going on, Vincata? How you doing? That's a cool name. Vincata. Vincata? I like how that rolls off the tongue. That's nice. All right. Well, we're about to pull this over. Oh, thank you very much for the like. I appreciate that. Okay. A skin is a 1 ball and an 8 ball, like in the pool, the game. Choose one I'll use. Okay, use the 8 ball. Holy crap, dude. Just can't escape the heat, man. I'm in shade. There's wind. Yeah, I need to go put shorts on. I think that's what it is. I'm roasting myself alive for no reason. Really gonna look like a dork rolling up my pants like this, man. What am I gonna do though, dude? Well, what I'm gonna do is go inside and change pants like a normal person, not roll your fucking pants. Go do it now, whatever. All right, anyway. Oh, hey, it's a Manish. What's going on? How you doing? Says, where do you live in? I'm in Texas. I live in North Texas. Yeah, that's where I am. Worked all over the United States. Yeah, but I live in North Texas, USA. And yeah, I'm well aware of, yeah. Ah, Bangalore, India. Bangalore, India. No, it's okay. I'm dealing with, I think we're all dealing with some craziness in the world. But hey, I appreciate you, my kind friend. Let's see. And I actually do get quite a few viewers from India, it seems. I don't know why, but I appreciate you guys. Y'all are all very stylish. Y'all got some cool bikes and stuff over there too. And I actually do a lot of work for the Indian community, so I don't know. I think they're pretty cool people. Now let's see, Keston Lewis, what's going on? How you doing? You said, do you have any Honda Cub e-bikes? No, does Honda make e-bikes? Are you serious? I didn't know Honda made e-bikes. My truck is a Honda, you know? I mean, I definitely do like Honda engineering. It's reliable. You know, I throw Honda up there with Toyota, you know, honestly. And then Toyota Corollas, Camrys, Civics. So you said it's new. Hold on one second. Let me grab something else right quick so that I can look up what you're talking about. Yeah. You guys want to Let's see. Hold on one second. Bro, check out GT650. It's a cool bike. Check it out now. Okay, yeah, hold on. Let me check out some of these bikes. The Honda Cub e-bike. I want to see that real quick. I'm going to look at the 650 and that Honda Cub e-bike real quick. Huh. Oh. Ah, man, I don't know how I feel about that. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna check out that GT650 as well. The goodness gracious, it looks good, but it's very weak. It looks like. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's super. Oh, wow. I mean, okay, like the Honda Cub e-bike looked cool, but like that's super weak. Very, very, very weak. It can only go like 15 miles an hour. 15, 20 miles an hour. And it only has a 400 watt motor. Okay, hold on. Let's see the GT650. What's the GT650? Aren't those like razors or something? Okay. The GT, that's funny because I search up GT650 and it looks up the old graphics card, which I think I actually had like 15 years ago. I actually had a GTX 750 Ti, and now they're named bikes. Anyway. Yeah, no, like I said, that Honda Cub e-bike looked cool, but those specs were really, really bad. I didn't see a price on it, though. But knowing Honda, it's probably going to be really reliable. It'll last forever, yada, yada. Anyway, so I'm looking up the GT650 real quick. Is it an e-bike? Oh, wait, no. You're talking about the Continental GT650. It's like the cafe racer style motorcycle, right? Is that what you're talking about for the GT650? They look really cool. If that's what you were talking about, GT650s. They look really dope. I don't have any motorcycles though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have a motorcycle license or anything. You know, I never expected to even get into bikes. So let me respond to all these comments coming in. All right. See now back bling. Choose any word. I got 137 back blings. Choose any word. Any word. Olympia is what I choose. That's the word that I choose, Jose. Olympia. Okay. Let's see. Skate and Snow 420 says, "Are your bikes legal e-bikes, or do you need a license to ride? Do you need a license there for 6,000 watts?" It has pedals on it. It has pedals on it, and I'm gonna pretend that this is a bicycle. This is nothing but a bicycle, and I know nothing more. Okay. If anybody asks me about this bike and how powerful it is, my answer is that no, it's 750 watts. If this is a 750 watt motor, class 2 e-bike, it can't even go 20 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna put a label on that says that it's like 750 watts or something. Even though you know what I'm saying. But no, I don't have a motorcycle license, anything like that. I think it would be silly to make people who ride bicycles get motorcycle license, but I'm not gonna be ignorant and say that, like, obviously they're starting to muddy that line between bicycle, motorcycle, electric bike, what has pedals, what doesn't. You don't even use the pedals, how fast it goes, all this different stuff, right? Because, like, you know, there's a regular mountain bike right here, right? Like, there's a regular mountain bike with nothing on it. It's just muscle power, right? I could spend like $400 and turn that thing electric and make it go 40 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying? Manish, hold on one second. You were talking about the GT650, I think, right? The GT650. And now, were you talking about the Continental GT650? Because I'm looking at that. It's not an e-bike. It looks like a motorcycle. But what I will say is that it looks nice. That looks so nice. If I were to get a motorcycle, like if I were to get into riding motorcycles, man, something like the Continental GT650 would be up my alley. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big Harley person. I'm not. I kind of like the sports bikes, but I also don't really like how kind of crotch rockety they look. You know what I'm saying? These cafe racer style bikes, though, they look nice. I like that. Anyway, hold on. Ubrinius says, "Hi, what setups do you currently have? Are you from the U.S.?" Yes, I am from the United States. I'm from Texas. And if you're asking what setup I have, specifically on what? So my bike I'm using for... Oh, I got a lot of comments coming in. By the way, thank you very much for the likes. I do appreciate it. I see that I am actually almost at the same number of likes that I am at viewers. So thank you guys very, very much. I want to make sure that I'm responding to all these comments real quick. Let's see. Sorry, Jose, I'm trying to keep up with you too on this. Word equals protected of the pledge, basically a shield. Okay. Let's see. They are cracking down in Canada for going over 750 watts. Yeah, dude, I hear they're actually cracking down in a lot of different places. California, New York. I've had some viewers from Finland, Sweden, Netherlands. So all those different places in Europe that are also saying that they're getting cracked down on their e-bikes. So just about I have viewers from everywhere right now. I'm not a big dude actually, so I don't have viewers from everywhere. But what I'm saying is that I've seen people from everywhere complaining about the crackdowns. But Ubrinius, you're asking what setup I have. I have, real quick, because I'm not sure what you're asking about, if recording or biking or whatever. I use an Osmo Action 3 for my recording footage most of the time, with the microphone being a DJI mini mic. This right here that you're hearing is just a regular $20 lavalier mic off of Amazon. I have is a OnePlus 12. The bike right here that I ride around on is a Happy Run G100 Pro. It goes 50 miles an hour. It is 6,000 watts rear hub motor. This bike right here is a G52. It's a 1,500 watt motor, so 1,500 watts, not nearly as much as that one. But that one goes 32 miles an hour. I mainly keep that for off-road. And I've modified both of these bikes right here to have much, much more battery. Now, let's see. So I hope that answered your question. I see comments are coming in, and I'm really trying to get to everybody right here. Blank says, mine goes 28 tops, and I'm 200 pounds. Yeah, that's about right. If you got like a G52 or something, or one of those 1,500 watt motors, that sounds about right. I'm 175, dude, and it pulls me up to 32, so I could definitely see adding on another 25 pounds, dropping it 4 miles an hour. That makes sense. Pick a pickaxe for me to use. Go grab a diamond pickaxe, man. That is what you need to use, Jose. You better grab that diamond pickaxe. All right. Blank says, I like enduro more on roads. I think I've seen enduro a bit, but I'm not exactly familiar. Let's see. Monish says, I am studying in 11 and I need to save it because it costs 4L and I won't get licensed till I'm 18. Huh. Okay. That's very nice. Okay. Well, I mean, I wish you luck in trying to get it. I apologize that you do have to wait a little bit. Yeah, that definitely does suck. Are you able to ride like bicycles or just regular electric bikes around in India without a license? I'm curious. Blank expression says, I'm in RI. Okay, man. Let's see. Jose, yeah, pick a pickaxe for me to use. Got to do that diamond pickaxe, man. Hold on, how many comments are coming through? Here we go. Umbria says, I had a 2 horsepower 1,500 watt setup on a 26-inch mountain bike aluminum frame. Shipped to 8 kilowatt motor. Damn. Okay. Shipped to 8 kilowatt motor and far driver ND 72850. Capable of doing 32, oh my goodness, capable of doing 32 kilowatts. However, I tried to do a DIY battery. Whole room burnt down. I wanted it so bad. Yeah, dude, Umbrius, you are the definition of Icarus, man. You tried flying way too close to the sun and it looks like you got burnt, bro. I'm sorry. I apologize. No, I'm very sorry that happened to you, but it sounds like you were about to kick ass on that bike, dude. You were going to get an 8,000 watt motor with a controller that could do 32,000. My man, this bike right here is only 6,000 watts and probably weighs 5 times as much as your mountain bike, dude. That is insane. You would have honestly been going probably like 80 miles an hour on that bike. No joke. That's freaking insane, man. Wife and mom told me to back out. Let's see. Yeah, dude, I really, really like the Cafe Racer stuff, man. I think the Cafe Racer is super cool. that 1,000 watt high keep moped style. Eventually, I'd like to try a little moped style bike, but did anybody see the live stream yesterday where I was riding around on this bike and I saw somebody else on an electric, what I thought was an electric bike, and I waved at them and I pulled into the parking lot, and then they pulled into the parking lot behind me, and it was like hold on, I'm not trying to be vulgar or anything for a second, but it was like some crackhead dude like on a e-scooter sitting on top of like an upside down milk crate, and he was like twitching and everything, and he comes up and he's just like, oh yeah, I got this right here, and I'm just like, by the way, I'm live streaming, I just wanted to let you know to respect your privacy. And he's like, oh, don't say that, man, and he just like fucking bolted off immediately. It's fucking hilarious. Oh. Ended up selling it way cheaper. Yeah, dude. Oh, no, in Fortnite, like claws, instrumental stuff, sword scythes. Dude, get a scythe if you can. Oh, hold on. Sorry. See, people ride gear. Yeah, people ride gear bikes without license also. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know. I don't know what to say anymore. You know, I mean, I'm riding my bicycle around without a license, but I mean, it's a bicycle, you know? Yeah, blank. I'm worried that, I mean, I'm going to assume that if he got an 8,000 watt motor and a 32,000 watt controller, that he knew he wouldn't, like, that he knew he shouldn't push the motor to try and do well over that 8,000 watts. Like, even if it was a 8,000 nominal max 16,000 watt motor, it's a 32,000 watt control. I'm pretty sure the guy knew exactly what he was doing, but like I think he said the DIY battery failed and burnt out the thing down. That's nuts. That is crazy. Stopping is the scary part. Yeah. Dude, especially because I realized that I need to keep doing maintenance on these bikes. You know, like I'll take the bike out, I'll be like a couple miles into the journey, and then all of a sudden I hear my brakes kind of crunchy, and I'm like, oh, I hate that. Oh, I really, really hate that. Jesus, dude. Yeah, okay. I was under guessing it. I said 80 miles per hour. Right? I mean, dude, honestly, it's all mostly the same once you're going over like 70 or 80 miles an hour. Like you are just different degrees of minced meat once you hit that concrete, going either 80, 120, 150, 200, right? Like after a certain point, you know, it's turning that entire car into a crushed ball of aluminum. So I don't think your little Kevlar vest is going to help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm kind of okay with the 50 mile an hour speed cap on this bike. It's not so crazy that I'm going to get myself killed, but it's still crazy enough that I can get myself killed. Yeah, crackheads have the funniest stuff, bro. It was funny. Yeah, dude, he literally... because I thought it was an e-bike that he rolled up on, and dude literally just had a fucking scooter. Like it looked like one of those really, really cool electric scooters that you see on like Temu or AliExpress. You know what I'm talking about? It's got like the really dope suspension and everything. So it looks like he had a nice scooter, but it was just really funny because it looked so beat up and worn down, and he had a milk crate that he was using as the seat. And so like from a distance, it looked like a moped. It was really funny. Word equals Midnight Scythe from Chapter 4, Season 2. Yeah, the battery. The problem was the battery without a BMS. Yeah. You saw your sisters. Oh, okay. All right, I'm going to scroll down real quick so that I can actually catch up. Yeah, I think my rear on this is 200. It's 203 millimeter rotors on the back right here, and like 180 on the front. But one of the issues that I found out with the G100 Pro, that is a loud ass cicada. Are they already coming back? Wait, what's going on? Why is this? Why are you? Is it this time of year already again? Whatever. Choose a goal. Dude, I have several Chinese batteries, so yeah, definitely. Oh man, I don't want to hear about stuff burning down. That actually scares me. Today I took, let's see, today I look like 60 miles per hour is more than enough because I can't take it to the highway. And for city and fast roads outside highway, it's perfect. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, 50 miles an hour is just fine. Like, I kind of would, I even wouldn't mind 60 miles an hour. But I think we kind of agree that there's that range. I heard somebody else say, it was on some like motorcycle forum somewhere. They said all the fun on a bike is between 20 and 70 miles an hour. And like, I've kind of thought about that more as I've been riding. And I kind of agree with it, because like, there are moments where it's like, you're going so fast that, I don't know, there are moments where you know that you're going way too freaking quick. Unk Slapaho, best name ever. Getting tracked down by a government drone. The government has already visited me. Like, let's just be real. I've already been visited in person by all of the 3-letter agencies. Like, I've met Secret Service in person. Like, yeah, exactly. Who wants to watch me, dude? Like, they showed up and, I explained everything, right? I was like, hey, actually, I'm not going to get into it, but the point is that I met all of those agencies in person, right? And I mean, like, I'm not going to be stupid. Like, I know, I'm well aware of what's going on. Oh, that's hilarious. That's a good one. It says, I bet you have, looking like a Mo, but you can't get by a school. That's a good one. For stupid ass reasons. Nah, it was because, so basically what happened is our senators said, hey, we should go hunt down Democrats in the streets, right? And like, I say that back at them and they keep their job, but I get threatened. Right? So that's all that is. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we don't have to get into that stupid crap. Oh no, don't worry, I know. No, it's okay. It's okay. No, it's all good. At this point, like, I've just been trolled on so much that, like, I mean, I know what I'm doing. I know what my intentions are, So it's like that whole thing of like them calling you something, but it's like, I don't know. It doesn't change who I am. You know what I'm saying? Thank you very much, Ruben. I appreciate you. I do appreciate you, Ruben, though. Regardless of what anybody thinks of me, man, I wish everybody a happy, peaceful, fulfilling life. I think we all want the same thing. I literally met a guy 2 days ago that admitted that he voted for Trump and regrets it. And like, we don't gotta get into politics, man, but it's nice to just understand that everybody does want the same thing. Like, we all want other we all want everybody to have a good, peaceful, quality, happy life, right? You know, I don't see any reason to be malicious, but whatever. I'm about to get called a pussy liberal for speaking kind. I totally get that. I totally get that's incoming. All right. That bike would be fastest in my country. Dude, I guarantee you that there are some people that are riding around, and like, I'm just realizing that there's, in this bike scene, there are some people that are just rigging to, like, this dude in the comment section right here was talking about how he's making his own bike that can go like 100 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. RI. Oh my goodness. Yeah, all the... Nah, dude, I saw somebody mentioning that the other day, how they were like, some of the more dangerous people on bikes are... Oh, okay, dude, that's why I was like, Rhode Island, man? The armpit state? Yeah. I mean, we don't need to get into the semantics of everything. You know, I dislike... I don't like conservatives for a good many of reasons, but I also don't like, you know, there's a good many Democrats, you know, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, hold on. I don't want to get political. If we can, you know, look, regardless of who you voted for, we're not going to get political. I love all of you guys. Okay. Let's really try and really try to put this behind us. Like, I'm forgiving conservatives and MAGA right now for assassinating our officials and fucking over the working class, okay? So I'm not going to talk to anybody else about politics. It's all good, bro. It's all good. I really appreciate you. Sorry, I'm trying to read a lot of these comments. I got Monish saying right here, please don't ignore. I'm trying not to ignore. I apologize, Monish. And I might be saying that wrong. Monish is what it might be. Some of these names, man, it's like, you don't know if you're supposed to say it with an accent or not. And then sometimes it's like, you know, I just don't know what accent to go with. But anyway, some people find accents very offensive, which I get that, you know. I have Russian Ukrainian heritage, you know, so I grew up with family that had heavy accents. Manish. Okay. Yeah, don't ignore Manish. Yeah. I won't. I promise. I'm right here. I got you. See, now choose. Okay, Jose says now choose a glider like monster animal and aircraft. Do like the Breath of the Wild glider. I think Fortnite has the Legend of Zelda glider style with the, you know what I'm talking about? That little like parasail type thing. Yeah. What are you doing, Manish? I do actually need to talk about this G52 for a second, though. And then I think somebody asked me to do like a ride video. Hey, we're a community, homie. I love it. It does seem like I am building a community of random people, but I guess that's what happens, right? Online, a bunch of random people start meeting in the same room. I don't even identify as a Democrat, bro. I just vote. I look up what policies somebody has, and then I vote for that person. So that's all it is. You know, I've voted for Republicans in the past. Again, we don't need to. We don't need to do this. You know. Anyway, past midnight, bro. You need to sleep in India. It's 12:04 p.m. Wait, hold on. No, it'd be 12:04 a.m. p.m. would be in the middle of the day. No, you're all good. You're all good, brother. You're all good. Oh, wait, shit. Okay, sorry. I thought I turned my mic off. Yeah, man. It's no problem at all. Yeah. No, dude, it's like midnight over there in India. Dude, I got some beautiful clouds right now. Hold on. Let me just show you exactly what this is what my view looks like right now. Yeah, I do think I think it's really pretty, honestly. It's one of the reasons why I definitely don't mind living in this apartment. The Pimp Palace, I live in an apartment. I don't even have a garage. I'm not even on the first floor. I have to carry my bikes up and down. But I'm going to be grateful for the things I do have in life, like this beautiful view. I have an amazing view right here. I have a back porch that I can call my own. I can sit down, I can relax, I can talk to people online. And I'm not being attacked right now. I'm not being hunted down. Nobody's coming to try and harm me. I can just have a little bit of peace. Let's see. Thank you very much for the likes. Sorry, Monish says, can you check the exhaust of the GT650? The exhaust of the GT6... Hold on, yeah, 1 second. Let me... Hold on. Yes, sorry. Let me go do that. I was looking away, so I didn't... Oh, man. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Let me look at this. God, man, I really, really do like that. By the way, if you guys don't know what Manish is telling me to look at, this is what it is right here. And yes, I Slav squat or Asian squat, whatever you want to call it. My butt touches the ground very easily. All right. So like this bike right here, this bike that Manish is talking about, I think that bike looks amazing, dude. Amazing. I really, really like that cafe racer style. Yeah, the Continental GT650. That's funny. Hold on. I think somebody says, can I get a look at those wheels? Or somebody asked to take a look at the wheels real quick. Umbrenius, I don't know which wheels you want to take a look at here, but I'll show you. So these are the wheels on the... And I'm going to look at the exhaust on that GT650. Don't worry. These are just the wheels on the G52. They just kind of came with some standard Navi treads. This right here is the wheel on the G100 Pro. Honestly, this tire is really, really nice. I think I have 700 or 800 miles on this bike already. Yeah, I got 700 or 800 miles already on that bike. I got like 300 miles on this bike. Yes, Royal Enfield. Yes, I'm gonna look up that GT650 real quick. Hold on, fucking somebody's around here with like a loud. Somebody's backing up a fucking truck or something right now. Continental GT650. Man, here we go. Oh man! Oh my goodness, Manish, that is dope. I think this dude is Indian too. Yeah, dude, this dude has to be Indian. So one of the ways that I can tell, yeah, no, dude, I saw the exhaust. I listened to, I could hear him rev the exhaust. Wow, that's nice. I mean, this dude's also just like super buff. Word equals Psionic Surfer. That's my fit for 3 days. Hey, the Psionic Surfer. That's hell yeah, dude. Hold on. So this guy right here is just like hella fucking buff and stuff. But the bike looks good. Look at the bike. I think that bike looks amazing. The cicada face reveal, dude. I'm gonna fucking climb up that tree and find that damn thing. Check out Red Rooster exhaust for GT650. Oh wait, yep, that's like one of the first search things that comes up. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, dude, that's a really good exhaust, man. Oh, now see, that is one of the. Yeah, no, they had chrome on there. Goodness, and that's probably one of the good things about having an electric bike, though, is that it's silent. You know. Let's see. Hold on. Blank says, I want that G100 Pro motor hub. Right? I think it's a really decent hub. One of the things, though, that, I don't know, man. I think that the controller could be tuned better for this motor. But I don't personally know how to do any tuning yet. Okay, hold on. Money says check it with code 6 stage 2 tune flames come out. What the hell? Yeah, no, dude. I think that's a really good bike. If you're gonna buy that bike in the future, I think that'll be really fun. I think that's what you would prefer too, because I think you seem to like gas powered bikes more. So, and that's all good too. I don't mind however you want to power your bike is all good with me. But I think that bike does look really, really good. Oh man. Hold on. Let's see. And Jose says, "Are you in front of your apartment? I don't want to get you in trouble for just sitting on the floor." No, don't worry, man. This is my home. This is my back porch. It's totally fine for me to be sitting here. I would find it very rude and offensive if somebody came up to me and said that I couldn't sit on the front of my own porch, in front of my own home. Monish says, yes, actually, I did check it with the Chrome edition. I did see that. Monish says, the first foreigner friend I'm going to say is you only after buying the bike. Okay, right. Fair enough, my friend. But yeah, no, that bike is very, very nice. That's really cool. I like the electric style cafe racers for sure. Do I have an Insta? I do not. I deleted all of my Meta platform stuff. I just don't really like. I don't know, man. Whenever I was on Instagram, unfortunately, I just kept seeing a lot of Nazi stuff. Like, I'm not trying to get political, but when I was on Instagram, I tried making very positive content like this, and people would come onto my channel and start talking about Hitler and stuff, and I couldn't take it. So I'm sorry, I don't have an Instagram because it just seems way too toxic over there. I love the way you speak. You're so friendly. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm trying. I don't know. I'm just 30 years old. Some people have called me very humble, but I don't like to use that word myself because then I don't know, it means that you're bragging. Brenia said, sorry, I wanted to see the bikes. I didn't explain myself well. Sorry. Well, here we go. Let me put you up here so that you can get a better look at the bikes. Jose says, do you know what half of a half is? I went to Pizza Pie Cafe and they asked me how much pasta I want. And I said, I want half of a half. And they didn't know what that is. Yeah, a half of a half is a quarter. Do I have any social media outside of this? I mean, yeah, it's a quarter. Yeah, sorry, I just don't. I got off of a lot of other social medias because it just got really toxic. I think I have a Snapchat, but I'm not gonna lie, I have not used my Snapchat in 8 to 10 years or so, something like that. I don't know. I mean, but now that now that I think about it, I guess I need a way to interact with people. Might be buying it in a year as a gift for my father. That wouldn't be bad. That'd be a pretty good gift. I won't lie. That'd be a good gift, Manish. Jose says, "Lol, my family calls it half of a half, not a quarter." Yeah, and that's not bad. I mean, hey, sometimes you just there's little things that you say that, I mean, it still makes sense. I would know. It said, "It's all right. I'll send you in YouTube only." Okay, that's good. Yeah, if you can send through YouTube, and that's good. I mean, I will be making a reaction style video eventually to people's bikes and whatnot. I've had some people comment and ask me to rate their bikes, rate their rides, ask what I would do to them. So it might be for a entertaining little video to, yeah, make some content talking about other people's bikes, you know? It's also probably nice that there's some content out there that's not just solely like Suron or Tudio stuff, or is it Tudio or is it Tushio? Because there's two T's. And there's also an I right there. And English is weird. Anyway. Yeah. So you had to tell the bot pasta guy, can you get 25%? Yep. Some people don't know, they're not going to know the little lingo you're saying, because only you and your family might know that little saying. So it happens, though. It happens. You knew how to properly communicate to that person to solve your problem, and you got it done. So that's good. He still didn't get it, and he just gave me half. Okay, well then that's just that dude. That guy is just. Yeah, bro, I don't know what to say. That guy is just a little slow then. Oh boy. I gotta do like a detail on these bikes. I'm not like, oh shit, dude, I still have to make the video talking about the G52, which I have okay, yeah, we're gonna have to do that in just a second. All right, hold on, let's get started. Manish says, I need to go to sleep, bro. I have college tomorrow. We have a test for Freshers Day. In case for you, it's like passing your 10th class when you come here. It's college. They throw a big party. Hey, man. Well, congratulations and good luck. I appreciate you. Have a good one, Manish. So score high on that test, okay? Crush it. All right. All right. Giggity. Giggity, 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 giggity. All right. Okay. Wait, what? You said that's cursed? That's all on. Umbria says, I would have my legs sore by this time if I were you. Working on bikes to do maintenance and not having a jack or something to hold them is kind of hard. Oh, my bad. I thought you misspelled it. So I said test anyway. It's a fest. Oh, okay. Well, damn straight. We'll have a good one then. Hey, I hope it's a fun. Is it well, I don't know what kind of different celebrations they have in India, so I don't want to generalize anything. I know that there's like the colorful stuff, but I don't know what holiday that is. But anyway, congratulations, man. Go on that yeah, go enjoy the fest. Hey, you talking about the giggity? With the giggity. Yeah. Alright. Hold on. I'm gonna have to turn this sucker on. All right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, dude, I don't know what to say. I've done manual labor for a while. I know when I look down, you kind of see my hair thinning. It is what it is, man. I'm a dude. It's going to happen in life. I just got to live with it and accept it, you know? I'm not going to have any shame. So it is what it is. So, yeah, homie was like, my legs would be sore. Yeah, well, I mean, I've done a lot of manual labor in my life, which that's not saying that you haven't either, but I don't know. It probably also helps that like I can squat all the way down and rest on my tendons and stuff. Yeah, don't die in the gaming stream. Yeah, dude, we still need to get through. What do we still need? We still need to get through the back rooms. Yeah, because that stupid freaking dog. Okay, so the issue right now that I'm having in the back rooms is that, well, I'm not even afraid of that dog thing anymore. It's just that when I die, the area keeps resetting. You know what I'm saying? Okay. That feels nice. Oh, dude, I seriously, like, I know that bike looks good. Like, I know the G100 Pro looks good right there. Yeah, you heard it too in the game, yeah. But the G52 right here, I still just think that the frame on this is amazing. I really, really like this frame. Imagine this thing going 50 miles an hour. I think that would be kind of crazy. But yeah. Oh, my back. Ah. Oh, the lug nut. Okay. This is what I get for being on a cramped porch, trying to make YouTube videos. My neighbors are probably looking at me like I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, their blinds are open. My neighbors' blinds are open, and they're just probably staring at me in their living room, judging me. It is what it is. Thank you very much for the hearts. Let's see. Manish says, it's a part for joining college, and after 11th class, you have 12th. We have a big exam. If you pass, then you can go for higher. Otherwise, you can't go to study. I will watch the stream after college. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It sounds so much different than how it is over here, you know? Oh, you mean the game called I Heard It Too? That's the one that's in Rec Room, and I need to re-sign up for Rec Room or something. The thing is that I don't know how to do Rec Room controls on the PC. I was always playing it in VR. But yeah. Okay, hold on. Yeah, no, Manish, your college experience sounds very different than what ours is like in America. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say here. I love learning. I love education. You know, but in America, a lot of college is kind of like a debt trap. It's just really, really expensive. And the fields that I would like to go study, because I'd like to be a theoretical physicist, an astronomer, mechanical engineer, stuff like that. But all of those fields cost lots and lots and lots of money to even try and get a degree. And then once you get the degree, it's not even guaranteed you'll get a job. So I'm just more successful as a handyman. So, but I think everybody should always pursue education and just constantly be learning, which is what I'm doing, man. I'm just fucking learning more about these bikes. So anyway, Umbria says, so which bike mods did you do? All right, so I'm about to get into it. Let me go ahead and start recording on this. All right, so here we are with the G52. This is what we got right here. And the modifications that I've made to this so far, I'm not going to go over like the bells and whistles. I'm not going to talk about any gear or anything. In fact, I think the only gear I actually have is this little Rock Bros thing. But what I'm going to be talking about is the modifications I've done to the bike in terms of battery extension. So what I've done is, as you can see, there's the stock battery right here. And obviously I don't do any of this with the battery on, and so I'm just showing you the battery rail. But here's where the stock battery would go. So this is just exactly the same where it is, right? And the extra battery goes right under, right? So the extra battery comes with this, with its own rail, just like this, but there's nowhere to mount it, right? It just kind of like falls to the ground. So what you have to do is you actually have to go online and order a metal bar or like a bracket to put onto the to clamp the rail to the bar, and then the bar can be clamped to the bike, right? And so I'll go ahead and put up a link or a video, image, whatever, to where I purchased this little bracket or bar right now. And then you also need these hose clamps right here to properly just properly get the thing secured, right? It's not budging at all. I've taken this bike off-road plenty of times, and it doesn't budge whatsoever. Now, when you want to combine the batteries, we're going to talk about the wiring real quick. So what we just talked about was the physical placement of putting a second battery on the bike. And I was also successful at putting it up here as well. But I wanted to copy the G70 where it has the dual batteries right here. Now you might be asking, where is the controller in this bike? And for a second I was confused, but it turns out that the controller in this bike is built into the main battery rail, right? So here's the battery rail, and these six screws right here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws. You lift up this little housing, and there is literally a 48-volt controller under here, okay? And it just has a regular XT60 connector that the battery connects to, right? So what you do is you get a dual battery discharger. Let me go ahead and see if I can pull this out and show you. So you get the dual battery discharger, which is what this thing is right here. Right here. That is the dual battery discharger, okay? And actually, I think I have a second one inside that I can show you. But basically, it's basically like a splitter cable with a module on it, a smart module. And so you can take two batteries and just plug those XT60 connectors into it, and then you take the one outgoing wire and plug that directly into the controller. It's very, very simple. You can see the connectors to it right here. I mean, that right there is how simple it is to plug the dual battery discharger in and connect a second battery. So that right there is plug and play. You literally just turn the bike on and it will pull the battery, it'll pull the voltage from the batteries in a more efficient amount from both at the same time. If one is a little higher than the other, it'll pull from that one until they both match the same battery level, and then it'll start pulling from both of them equally, which does increase the range, the efficiency, and it'll even increase the range of each battery, right? So if you were to just ride this bike with a single battery, eventually you would see that battery sag kick in. But with a dual battery discharger, it's so efficient at pulling from both of them at the same time that you actually get a little bit more juice out of each battery. But yeah. Yeah, you're all good. You are just fine. Yo, hold up. I found a really, really cool jumping spider. Hold on. I found a cool jumping spider, and if y'all know anything about jumping spiders, they have a personality, and I love seeing these things. Wait, come here. Oh, no shit. Come here. Buddy. Oh, he's going away. You're talking about the I heard it too? Yeah. Okay, so I'll have to go ahead and look. Here's what I'll do. I'll go install Rec Room real quick. Kind of get that going. I need to start editing some of these videos together. Like, I really want to go out on a ride. I want to do so many different things, but I need to try and make some content, you know? Like, I'm live streaming right now, which is good, but there are people that are asking me to submit videos talking about this stuff, which I need to go edit together a lot of that footage I just made discussing these bikes, so that other people can kind of, be helped in their journey. So I'm gonna go edit together some of those videos right quick. I'm gonna try to not make it take very long at all. Maybe I'll live stream while I'm doing that. In fact, yeah, maybe I'll just keep live streaming while I'm doing that, but I need to edit together those videos. Yo, what's going on? How you doing? Oh, do I have a mini bike? Do I have a mini bike? No, I don't, unfortunately. These are my bikes right here. They're not mini bikes. I apologize. But yeah, no. Hope everything's well. Coleman B 200cc. I think I've heard of those, man. Hell yeah, dude. Have a those. I think those are fun little things. Those Colemans, nice. But yeah, no, dude. I'm gonna start editing together some of these videos. Yeah, he's got a class 2 e-bike. Yeah. No, this is just a regular. This is just a regular bicycle. I haven't even ridden on that yet, honestly. I got like 300 miles on this, and I have like 700 or 800 miles on that. Look at this fucking thing. This despicable thing on the floor. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. All right, that's enough harassing the cat. Yes, that is a cat. All right, 1 second. It's a boy. It is a boy. Hello, Frankie. There's another boy right here. Looks like your old cat. Hell yeah. Hold on. Let me clear off some of this stuff. Oh, hold on. I know that. Oh, Nala. Oh, that's so nice. I've actually seen a couple cats named Nala before. That's such a good name. Okay. I might throw some music on. I don't know. Because I don't want it to just be too silent. um, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. No, you okay, kitty? You okay? Okay. Good thing I pulled up. Oh my goodness. Strong boy. Yeah. Ooh. Did you fart, dude? Did you just fart? Oh my god, bruh. Fuck, dude. That cat's... God damn, dude. Warn me, bro. Fucking A. Whew. Here, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the stream. This is gonna be the boring part while I edit together footage and stuff. But yeah, I'll probably be back on the stream relatively soon. Anyway, cheers. Thank you very much for sticking by. Comments, likes, subscriptions. I wish all of you a great life. Cheers.